What's up, folks? How are you doing? This is Avit here, and welcome to the DevOps Challenge Hub. So let's start with today's interview question. And today we have few short questions, uh, short interview questions on Amazon EBS. Okay. So let's start. So stay till the end, and we'll have quiz also at the end. You can participate in the quiz. So first question is on Amazon EBS. What is Amazon EBS and how does it differ from instant store? So in the last video, we have already discussed that Amazon EBS, it's a block storage for EC2 instance, and it returns data after the instance termination. So it's a virtual hard drive, and it's a network kind of network drive. But instance store is physically connected with the host machine, and it's a temporary storage, and data is lost when the instance stops or terminates. So that's the difference between Amazon EBS and instance stores. And all instance types won't have the instance store, but Amazon EBS is a standard one by default. Every instance type like C1, C2, those T1, T2, right? There are different kind of instance types for every instance types is available. Okay. So next question is list and describe the different types of EBS volume. So there are different EBS volumes. We don't need to remember exact details, but in the interview, we can say that they're based on the performance IOPS, like input output operation per seconds, based on how fast you can do input and output per second, right? So input output operation per second, that is IOPS. Based on the IOPS, there are multiple types of different types available. GP2, GP3. GP3 is a general purpose. GP2 is a general purpose SSD. Previous generation performance scales with size, good for boot volume and general use. And GP3 is a balanced price performance for a wide variety of workloads. And the best one is provisioned IOPS SSD IoT Block Express. So IO2 highest performance. IO2 has highest performance, highest one, right? And then IO1 is also there high performance for demanding transactional workloads. Low cost HDD through throughput optimized HDD. These are low cost. SSD is better option, and the HDD also low cost. And old one, but old option is magnetic, and now it's not use that much. It's a for infrequent use. If you don't want to use frequently, then you can use this one. But generally, we use this GP3, GP2, and you can say talk about HDD, and the best one is I2. Okay? These are the different types based on the performance IOPS. And how do you resize EBS volume without downtime? So you can resize the EBS volume. So when you start the instance, you go to Amazon console. So console, I have already launched one instance, selected instance type and size, etc. EBS volume. And I have selected only EBS volume for the root. I don't have any additional volume here. So it's around 8 GB. Okay, storage is, you can see here, it's 8 GB. This is the EBS volume, root device type. And if you go to volumes, if you go to volumes, here elastic block storage, EBS, and that volume is there. And you'll be able to see the volume used by this instance, whatever I'm running. So as I said, it's 8 GB and it's GP3. 8 GB, GP3, I'm saying 3000 to put 125. And if I want to modify this, right? If I want to modify this, I can click on modify volume and I can change volume type GP3 to GP2. I can change the size. So volume type, size, etc. All these things is possible to change, right? I can change all these things automatically. It will be updated. And then click on modify. It will take some time to apply the change. So you can modify. You can modify what you modify. Root volume you can modify. Additional EBS volume also you can modify. Root volume is where OS operating system is installed. Okay. What you can modify? You can modify size. You can only increase. You cannot decrease. Size only increase. Volume type, as I have shown you, it can be changed, DB2, etc. Apps, if applicable. Throughput for certain types, can be possible. And you cannot decrease the size of the EBS volume drive. And what are the steps? Go to EBS volume, EC2 volumes, as I shown you. Action, modify volume, then confirm. change the size, etc. Confirm, wait for optimization. It will take some time. You show modifying states, and then it will available. Once that is done, connect to instance via SSH. So go to this connect using SSH minus I, then PN key, Ubuntu add whatever IP address and DNS, and get into the device, and you'll be able to see the volume matters, whatever you modify. Okay. LS BLK, you'll be able to see that. And for example, this is a disk video, and you can, after that, you'll be able to see a David's video, right? Here you'll be able to see that David's video. So this is a disk, and this is the 8 GB disk, 8 GB you can see. And this disk 8 GB, maybe I modified to 10 GB or 20 GB or 30 GB. It will show that one, and then you can run this group part. So root partition is XVDA one, and then this is the file system. You obviously have to do with the root permission sudo research to access dev XVDA one, and after that you confirm. Using df-h, you can see whether it's applied or not. df-h on the mounted file system we will to see. Currently, I didn't change anything, so it's 8 GB less than 8 GB because some are occupied by operating system. Yeah. Deep message, you'll be able to see the new size. It will show the new size here. And yeah, that's it. Next question is explain the process of creating and restoring EBS snapshot. So EBS is there, and you want to take a snapshot of it. You want to take a kind of backup. So you can use AWS console. From console, you can say create snapshot, and you can create a snapshot. And then from restore to restore, create a new volume from the snapshot. So to create a snapshot, you have to go to console volume, or you can go to the dashboard, and that way also you can do that. So this is already operating. This volume is attached to my EC2 instance. So okay, you can click on this and click on action and create snapshot. Okay, create snapshot, and I can give some description details. Add some tag and just create snapshot. That's it. And we created a snapshot. So it's kind of backup. And then if you want to create a snapshot, so select the volume and then isolate the volume and create snapshot, action create snapshot, name description again. Then monitor snapshot, go to the snapshot tab and you will see status completed. So there is a snapshot tab. If you see here under volume, there is a snapshot tab. And here you'll be able to see the whatever snapshot you have taken. Okay. And currently I don't have any snapshot, but if you have taken, you will be able to see that. And after that, restore, if you want to restore EBS from snapshot, go to snapshot and create volume from the snapshot. So whatever snapshot is there, select it and create volume. And once you want to create a volume, then you can choose availability zone, size type, and create volume. Then attach the volume to the instance. In the instance of the new instance, you can apply. And choose instance on the device name. The name it will appear there. And then mount the volume. SSH into the instance, lsblk to find the new volume, do lsblk and find the new volume. And you do sudo mount to some mount one. Okay. So that's what you do. Okay. So next question is how does EBS encryption work, and what are its benefits? So EBS encryption uses AWS KMS, key management service, to encrypt data at rest, in transit, and during snapshot. We want to encrypt the data so that people should not be able to just mount it and see all the data. It should be encrypted with some key. Right? Otherwise, anyone can mount it and go to the file system, take the data. So for security purposes, it's important to encrypt it. So you can use AWS KNS key management service for encryption key, and it encrypts data at rest, data in transit, and snapshot. So everything can be encrypted, like snapshot also can be encrypted. And encryption is handled automatically by AWS and locked both on root and data volume. And keys can be managed by customer. And benefits of encryption improve data security, no performance impact. It won't become slow or something like that. So IOPS and throughput will be almost like it will send automatic encryption of snapshots and volume. simplifies compliance. There will be some standards you have to maintain, the standards like GDPR, HIPAA. It's integrated with IAM roles. So controls who can use them management. You can define who will be able to use the key. Not everyone will be having access to the key. It will be stored in a key management system, in AWS key management system. Only that a user who has access to the key will be able to go and uh, use the key. Okay, next one is, can you attach a single EBS volume to multiple EC2 instances? Single EBS volume to multiple EC2 instances. Why or why not? No, you can't do that. Generally, you should not do that. Because EBS volumes are designed for single instance attachment to prevent data inconsistency. If you attach one EBS volume to two instances, so both it starts writing, it will be a problem. Right? So attach EBS volume to one instance. Once it's done, you can detach it. Again, you can attach to another instance. That is possible. Attach, you can write something, then detach. After detaching, then again you can connect to some other machine. That is possible. But simultaneously, it's not available. What step would you take to improve EBS performance for a high throughput application? As we have discussed earlier, that about the different types are there, right? IO2, we discussed about IO2. IO2 is a high performance IO2. Provision sufficient IOPS and configuration replacement. How do you monitor EBS volume performance metrics? Performance metrics, you'll be able to monitor using CloudWatch to track metrics like IOPS, throughput, latency. By default, already some metrics will be there monitoring. Some default metering is already available, right? IOPS and all the network below the certain. Yeah. So, there's another task I think you will select volumes and get the volume and monitoring. Then you will be able to see the cloud work metrics. Some basics are there, you can add more. And you can obviously do it from the command line. But currently I'm taking from console, AWS console. Look, it's taking some time to load, will come back later. Okay, I think it's already loaded. Yeah, you can see that volume average, volume apps, volume throughput, etc. So some data. Yeah, I have just started, so not much data, but yeah, I'm going to install. So many metrics are there. Average read write, read operation. So a lot of metrics are already getting captured. So CloudWatch metrics are there. I have throughput latency. I have throughput latency you can get from CloudWatch. What are the best practices for backing up data stored on Invisible? If you want to back up the data, best practices, take a snapshot. Automate the backup and store snapshots in different regions for just retrieval. To create a snapshot automatically, use some cron job or some kind of lambda automation at regular interval. It will run and create a snapshot backup and you can copy into the location. Okay, so let's go to quiz section. How can you typically resize an existing EBS volume attached to EC2 instance without requiring downtime for application running on the instance? We have seen this already. Retest the volume, modify the size, no. For instance, no. Modify the volume using AWS console CLI, right? Extend the file system within the operating system and EC2 instance. So answer is C. Modify the volume using AWS console, then extend the file system within the operating system on the EC2 instance. On the EC2 instance, after logging into S3 using S3, you have to do that. Modify the volume using AWS console, CLI, and the extend the file system. Next question is restoring EBS volume from snapshot. You have EBS snapshot and need to restore the data from to an EC2 instance. What is the standard process for restoring an EBS volume from a snapshot? So that we have already seen. What is the standard process? You can directly attach the snapshot to EC2 instance. No, you can not directly attach. You must first convert snapshot into MI. No, you create a new EBS volume from the snapshot. So you don't directly attach. You don't create AMI. You create a new EBS volume from the snapshot. Then attach that volume to EC2. Create a volume from the snapshot, then attach that volume to EC2 instance. So that's it for today. Hope you like this video. Please like, share my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also follow DevOps Challenge Hub. And I organize quiz and contest daily, so you can participate in the contest. And also follow my WhatsApp channel for the updates. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you again in the next.